Hello, welcome to another Monster-Proof developer plays video. I'm going to try another forest level here, and we've had some videos in the past, or I just kind of worked through a couple of levels that were unplayable, and I had to bang the gavel. But this one looks kind of promising, or at least different, so I'm going to give it a shot. And so we've got a simple forest in the middle and up to the gold mine. We have 1 is less than stone guy, so I can copy that up for here. There's no freebie about him, so I don't have a choice. And now I bet when I get to the forest, he's going to change. He's probably going to get smaller. And there he goes. So again, we don't have any. Let's see. Well, we know that he's at least 1. But we need to prove that he is, if you imagine, add 1 to both sides, then we could have 2 is less than or equal to stone golem. So we can't prove that he's bigger than 2 if we know that he's bigger than 1. And it's not bigger than, it's greater than or equal to. But it sure would have been nice if we had that freebie down here, but we don't. So we go back to the forest. So we can't prove it with any freebies. This is going to be that he's smaller than some other thing, but we don't know anything about that. And we don't need to know what he's smaller than. We need to know what he's bigger than. So we're going to get rid of this and kind of stop looking at the freebies. So that means that our best bet is to introduce another. So this guy gets smaller as we go from top to bottom. So we should try to find something that gets bigger from top to bottom, and it'll kind of offset it. There's usually one other thing that changes. So here we go from dragon to dragon -1. So that means he's also getting smaller. So what we're going to do is subtract it from both sides. So I will go drag. Oh, and let me slow down here. So I want to add another term with this dragon and subtract it from the stone golem. And then what I'll kind of have is stone golem minus dragon is greater than 1, greater than or equal to 1. And then on the bottom I'll have 1 is less than or equal to -1 plus stone golem minus -1. And that's a +1, and that'll offset this one. So let's just see how it looks. So what I do is grab the dragon, and if I drag it onto the less than or equal, not the 1 or the golem, but you drag it to the middle, then you can say subtract it from both sides. So now I have 1 minus dragon, less than or equal to. And now the problem is I don't want this side anymore. So I'm going to get rid of this. Oops. Double click, and I can do delete. So now I have 1 minus golem minus 1 is less than or equal to golem minus dragon. And I now have, there's my -1. And let's see, what else do I know about this guy? I know that he's bigger than 1. Well, so now, because we've subtracted the dragon, though, we broke our first one. See, we still have the dragon. Let's see. Let's see if we can even get this first part. Yeah, there we go. So let's see. Notice that we have to use the freebie because we've sort of we need to prove that the stone golem is 1 or larger, and we've subtracted this dragon. And we need to know that the dragon was not a negative number, right? So if this is x, right, we're going to call him x from now on. And the dragon is y, and they're integers, so they can be any number, negative, positive, 0, whatever. So if we had -5 in the dragon, then we'd have 1 less than or equal to x plus 5, because minus -5 is +5. Does that prove that this is also greater than 1? And it does not, because we kind of used the dragon to maybe sneak this whole expression over the 1. So we need to know that the dragon is at least non-negative. And here we have a stronger thing. We know that it's 1 or greater. we would be okay with 0 or greater, but that works. So as long as you say, x minus y is greater than 1, then definitely x without subtracting y, if we know that y is positive, is also going to be greater than 1. So we needed to add this freebie to sort of put some safety around this dragon that we've added in there. Technically we've subtracted it, but I meant add it to the equation. So now I can do that and it works. And when I come up here, now I have essentially an equivalent expression on the top and the bottom, right? 1 is less than or equal to, it should all cancel out. And so let's just see, hopefully that just works. Yeah, good. Which leaves us only with the last bit here. And we have a thing, but we don't have a thing with the panda. I don't know how the panda is used. Let's just add it in. And oh, that's interesting. So this is really 1 is less than or equal to panda plus snake minus snake. You can cancel those out. But we can't, unfortunately, because the plus snake is in is in one of these boxes. It's got the rocky background, so we probably are not going to be able to simplify that out. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that up. So definitely you should do open sesame. But now because there is a plus snake minus snake, I'm going to try anyway. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try to improve my score. And all I have to do is come in here and do simplify. Ah, it did. And so look at that. I've gone from 7 to 3. Now when I hit open sesame, I basically got these rewards twice. So I get another 100, 401 of the resources. So that turned out to be a pretty good level, actually. Good little bit of thinking, but hopefully not impossible to follow along. So hope that really helps you maybe deal with some forest levels in your gameplay. Thanks a lot.